Hi there, welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to make this easy crochet bell sleeve top. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Okay, to start off you will need some cotton yarn. I'm using one from Crochet. I will link it down below, and a 4.5mm hook. To start off you will need to do a slip knot. But first, make sure you have the measurement between your shoulders, from the end of your shoulder to the other one, just so you know how many chains you're going to make. So I'm gonna make again that slip knot just so you can see, like this, and I insert my hook. Okay. So for myself, I'm gonna make 96 chains, just in case you want to know. I'm usually a size medium, in case you want to do it like mine. So I'm gonna start chaining, and once I finish this part, these chains, I'm gonna meet you at the end so I can show you what to do next. Okay, so I have finished my chains. It's gonna be 96. Now I'm gonna start doing some double crochets on the third chain from the hook. So yarn over, 1, 2, 3, insert my hook in that chain, yarn over, go through, and yarn over again, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops. So again, yarn over, go into the next chain, grab that yarn over, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops again, chain 2 and skip 2, yarn over, insert hook, grab the yarn over again, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops, chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochets. So this is basically the pattern. You're gonna be making 2 double crochets, 2 chains, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2. This is how it's looking. So you're gonna do this until you reach the end, obviously, and then I'll show you how to do the next round. Okay, so I have finished this first round. Now I'm going to chain 4. Okay, turn around, yarn over, and make those 2 double crochets in this space. And like the first round, you will do 2 chains, double crochet 2 times in this space, in the 2 chains. Chain 2, and so on. So you're gonna keep doing this until you reach the other side. This is how it's looking. Okay, so when you reach the other side, you're gonna put the double crochet at the end there, after those 2 double crochets that you made. Okay, so I'll meet you at this part. Okay, so I have finished this round. This is how it's looking. I ended up with my 2 chains and my double crochet right in that space. Now I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and do the same thing. Chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. Continue making 2 double crochets and chain 2s. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this round just so you can see how it ends. But this is basically it for this round as well. I have finished this third round, and we are going to finish with 2 chains and 2 double crochets in that chain 4 from the previous round. Okay, so this is gonna be the pattern repeat. You're gonna chain 4, turn around, and do those 2 double crochets in that chain 2 space. Okay, so that is basically it for this pattern. You're gonna make this as long as you want to. It could be a crop top, it could be a normal top, but I will meet you when I get to the part where I'm going to make the neck. Okay, so just you can see how we're going to start reducing. Okay, so I have finished the length I want for my top. For this part, you need to find the middle. I already did it off camera. I'm using 3 stitch markers. For that, you just have to fold it in half. Okay, put the stitch marker and then go to a mirror, look at yourself, and just mark where your neck begins and starts on the sides, and mark it as easy as that. Okay, and this is where you're gonna start decreasing. So we are going to continue right here with my 4 chains, just like the other rounds, and turn around. Two double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, like the other rounds. Okay, I have reached the part where I have to start decreasing, and you are always going to decrease when you have 2 stitches left. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna yarn over, insert my hook on the next one, yarn over, go through 3 loops, and yarn over and go through 2 loops. That's how you start decreasing. So for this next round, just chain 4 and turn around. And just continue doing your double crochets. I'll meet you when I get to this part again where I have to decrease. Okay, I have reached the part where I have to decrease again. For this chain 4, you usually did 2 double crochets, so just do 1. Okay, and just like that, whenever you have 2 stitches left, you are going to decrease. So this is the part where you are going to compare this against yourself in the mirror and decide how many rows you want to do, how low you want this neckline to be. I usually do 5 or 6 rows. That's up to you. So I'm going to show you when I finish both of the sides, just so you can see how it's looking. Okay, I have finished this side. This is how it's looking, in case you want to pause it and look at it. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same on the other side, but here I cut my yarn. So I'm going to show you how you're going to attach it. Just simply insert your hook in that first stitch right there. Grab the yarn from the other side, go through the loop, chain 2, I'm sorry, in this case it's chain 4, just like the other rounds. So it's gonna be 4 chains, and here in this space 2 double crochets. And then 2 chains and 2 double crochets. So that's basically it. It's the same as before, and just like the other side, you're going to start decreasing where you put the stitch marker until you reach the rows that you want. In my case, it's 5. Okay, I have done both of the sides of the decreasing. This is how it's looking. Okay, I hope you can see it. I know it's a little zoomed in, but this is how it's looking. Okay, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Like I said, that's usually what I do, 5 or 6. And for the sleeves, I already started off camera. This is the color I chose. And it's exactly the same pattern, okay? You just measure the amount of chains you want against yourself, okay? And just decide how big you want it, how fitted you want it, okay? Just make sure that it's multiples of 2, okay? So next, I'll show you when I finish the sleeves how you're going to put it all together so it forms the top. Okay, to start putting the top together, you are going to crochet the 2 main panels first. So here I have my 2 main panels. I am using a stitch marker right here at the end just so I can hold them together. On the other side as well. And right here at this corner, I'm just gonna start doing some single crochets. Okay. And since this corner was a chain 4, you're gonna put 2 single crochets there. Oh, and a very important thing, make sure you have right sides together. So I have both of my wrong sides on the outside because we are later going to turn it around, okay? Turn it over, or turn it inside out, I mean. This is the right part and this is the wrong part. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is the wrong side, okay? So I'm just going to continue here doing single crochets, 2 sides together. Okay, I have 1 single crochet left. Make sure you have the same amount on each side so it's all even. Chain 1 and cut off the yarn. And don't worry about this leftover yarn, I will show you how to hide it later, okay? So this is basically it. Now the 2 sides are together. This is how it's going to look on the other side. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'll meet you when I am doing the single crochets on the side to put the main panels and the sleeves together. Okay, for the second part of putting your top together, we are going to put the sleeves and the main panels together. Okay, so to start off this second part, I've already measured or counted, the stitches I have on each side when I folded my sleeve in half. So this is the middle right here, and I just counted how many rows I had left and how many rows on the other side, just so I have the same amount, and the sleeves is right in the middle. Okay, you can also count how many rows you have left after the sleeves end, however you prefer. Okay, just important that it is in the middle. Okay. Okay, to start this part, we are just inserting our yarn right here. Chain 1 and and in that same space you're gonna single crochet. I don't have a specific way where you put the single crochets, but for stitches like this, for spaces like this, I always put 2 here and I try to put 2 here. Don't put too many there or less, because if it's too many you're gonna have a lot of single crochets bunched up, and if the count is too low, it's gonna shrink the sleeve. So try to make it as even as possible. So I'm just going to continue making single crochets the best way I can. Okay, I'll meet you when I get to the other side, just so you can see how it's looking. Okay, this is how it's looking. I just did a chain 1 and cut off my yarn at the end. This is obviously the inside part of your top. Next, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Attach my yarn and attach the sleeve. So I'll meet you when we get to the third and final part of putting this top together. Okay, for this third and final part, we are going to crochet along the sleeve all the way down the sides of the main panels. So this is what I have right now. I have used my stitch markers to put together the sleeve. This is obviously the wrong side. Then we are going to turn it inside out once we have put it all together. Make sure to have both sides even with the same amount of stitches on each side, okay? So I'm going to attach my yarn just like all the other times in that corner. Chain 1 and single crochet in that same space. Okay, and just continue doing single crochets just like you did on the sides of the main panel. Okay. So this is the same as before. You just do single crochets along the sleeves and all the way down till you reach the bottom. So I'll meet you when I finish both of the sides. It's pretty easy, okay? It's almost all the same when you start putting both sides together. So I'll meet you when I finish it all. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy making this bell sleeve top as much as I did. Remember, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that notification bell and don't forget to subscribe.